Just a quick lesson on Because by the Beatles. Threw in a wrong note there because, well, because. So this one's in C minor, C sharp minor should I say. So apparently Yoko were playing Moonlight Sonata on a piano, and Lennon sort of played around with it and put his own spin on it and came up with this really, which is quite cool. It sounds quite classical anyway when you play it. And you just, so we're in C sharp minor, and you're just picking the notes out and just pick them out until it sounds right and sounds like the song. The note that I'm putting in there is the 7th fret on the A string, so you go up the chord and back down, and then you're throwing in the 7th fret on the A. And hitting that D string there. So you're doing the same thing again, so you do it twice. This is where it gets a bit harder now, because we're still in the same position, taking that C sharp shape. You're barring the 4th fret there, and then you're gonna, I personally, my technique's awful because I've never been properly trained, but you want your, I use that finger there for the 6th fret, ring finger on the 6th fret on the D, so that's your A 6th fret and your D 6th fret, and your little finger needs to stretch onto the 7th on the D string, so it should sound like. So it sounds unresolved as that chord. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't even know what chord it is, but it sounds good. And just like the C sharp minor, we want to throw that 7th, sorry, not a 7th, but the 7th fret in again. So you see this, it's a similar shape again, so you're going up the chord, back down the chord, playing that 7 there, and then playing that note on the D string as well. So it should sound like. And then, so that's that anyway. So I'll just play it again because I've just lost my way a little bit with it. It's quite a strange little tune really. And then you want to go back to your C sharp minor there. I play it a different way this time, but that's just the way that I've learned it, which is, it's the same chord shape, I'm just, instead of barring it, I'm just using using my thumb to cover the 4th fret there. So we go from that chord there back to the C sharp minor. The reason I've got my thumb there is because you need it for the which is quite a big part in the song. It's quite prominent. I think it's played on the harpsichord or whatever it is that they use. So, which leads you into the A chord, just a straight A chord. Picking out that 7th fret there. So what I did there, I was playing that A chord, then up to the C sharp minor again, and then this time we come down for an A7 using your pinky on that 8th fret. So So you see it's the same pattern all the time, you're kind of going up the chord, coming back down the chord. It's them two strings that are the different ones, because you come back up on them. And then this part, so we've got that in 7, so we've gone. Now this part is, it's like an interlinking riff, if you like. I just play, to keep it simple, 5th fret on the E. So 5th fret on the E, 5th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, 7th fret on the B. So you get. Yeah. Then you're going back into a D shape, just, you know, cowboy chord D shape. So what I did there, went up the D like we would in the bar chords down here. Typical Lennon, putting on what I call his banjo note there, so that's the 4th fret on the D string. He always played D chords like that. You'll hear it in loads of Beatles songs. This next part is like a D minor, kind of. You want the open, just an open string on the D. 1st fret on the G string. I've forgotten it. The thing is with this, if you don't play it, you know, all together, then it becomes disjointed in your head, so I'll just remind myself of what I've already done. Yeah, so we need the open fret on the D, the 1st fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and then you're going from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret on the top E string. And then you're back to the beginning again. That's literally all of Because. You're just back into. I never play it right, but it's that chord there that you may struggle with if you're like me and you're not a professional guitar player. I don't even know what chord it is, but that's the one that comes after the C sharp minor. It's a bit of a rushed video today because I don't have as much time as I used to have. Please just bear in mind I am only an amateur guitar player. I'm just going off what I hear off the albums and stuff, so I don't play it perfect every time, and if someone has a better way of playing it, then shout up. But if it helps someone out, then the video's served its purpose. It's just a little hobby for me, so thank you for watching.